नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति हृदय बनोदेव गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्तालोक परमंश महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति विलास तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति विचार जादव गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति प्रदीप तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति विवेक भारती गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति विवेक भारती गोस्वामी महाराज। नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति संबंध पर्वत गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति स्वरूप सिद्धांत गोस्वामी महाराज जी की। नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल सदानंद स्वामी जी की जय। नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति गौरव वैखनक गोस्वामी महाराज जी। नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति जीवन जनार्दन गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति जीवन जो भक्ति बुदेव शौति गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति कुसुम समन गोस्वामी महाराज जी की। नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति कमल मौसम गोस्वामी महाराज जी की। नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति कुमुद संत गोस्वामी महाराज जी की। नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति भैयापुरी गोस्वामी महाराज जी की। सपार शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद कीजिए। परमहंस आचार्य श्री गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज कीजिए। मोदी शिक्षा गुरु नित्लापुष्ट शिशिल भक्ति वेदांत बावन गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज जी की। नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद पद्म शिशिल भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। ओम नित्लापुष्टाभिन्न गुरुपाद शिशिल भक्ति विष्णु गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय। सपार्श शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। परमहंस आचार्य श्री गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री सच्चिदानंद भक्ति ठाकुर की जय। वैष्णव सर्ववंश जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। गौर वेदांत जो बड़देव विद्यास विश्वनाथ चकुनावंद श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी जी की। श्यामानंद बोसी निवासाचार्य रामचंद्र कविराज नरोत्तम ठाकुर लोकनाथ गोस्वामी भूरदेव गोस्वामी बक्केश्वर शिवान सिंह जगदानंद पुण्य नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर। जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास सुगुण सर्गोस्वामी प्रभु के राय रामानंद सर्वदेव अंतरंग भक्त रूपान गुरु पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुहासन चक्र जी गंभीरावंदी गुंडी चावंदी हरिदास ठाकुर हरिदास ठाकुर समाधि मंदिर सिद्ध बकुल टोड़ा गोविनाथ खिरचड़ा गोविनाथ नीलमाधव शिला बहुपादा विवासुरी समग्र मायापुर नव समग्र पुरुषोत्तम धाम नीलाचल धाम की श्री श्री नवद मायापुर धाम नवद्वीप धाम के गंगा जी की जमुना जी की सरस्वती जी की भक्ति देवी विंध्य देवी की नित्यराज सस्य शिवादंगन की अद्वैत भवन की मुरारी शिवार नंदाचार्य भवन चंद्रशेखर राज गौधरंग श्रीधरंग शिवादंगन जगवीर से मंदिर समान महाप्रभु अभिवासुरी की तत्व सेवित समस्त विग्रहगण की आकर्षण मूल मठे सेवित समस्त विग्रहगण की जय। नित्यराज से शिवादंगन सेवित विग्रहगण की ईश्वर दानस्थ गुरुपाद पद्म मूल समाधि मंदिर की गुरुपाद पद्म प्रतिष्ठित गोपीनाथ गौरी मठ तत्व श्री गोपीनाथ गौरी मठ तत्व सेवित राधा गोविनाथ गौर गुरु नृसिंह लक्ष्मण सिंह जगन्नाथ जी गोपेश्वर महादेव गोद्रम कानून की गोद्रम सुसुरभि कुंज सुरभि देवी इंद्र महाराज जी गोद्रमस्थ सानंद सुखदा कुंज की शिला सच्चिदानंद भक्त ठाकुर भजन कुटी की शिला ठाकुर पुष्प समाधि मंदिर की ठाकुर सेवा कृष्णदास बाबा जी महाराज की तदीय समाधि मंदिर की नंद जय जय श्री शिल गौर किशोर दत्त बाबा जी महाराज भजन कुटी की, नंदीश्वर महादेव नंदिया की, वृंदादेवी की, हरिहर के तो हरिहर भगवान जी की, सुवर्ण विहार के तो सुवर्ण सेन राजा सुवर्ण विहारी हरिहंसवान जी की जय, पंचानंद तला जी की जय, सर्वविघ्न नाशन कर भक्त विघ्न नाशन कर श्री नृसिंहदेव भगवान के, प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, सपार्षद प्रहलाद महा सपार्षद नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय, समग्र मायापुर धाम नवद्वीप धाम की जय, गंगा जी की, जमुना जी की, सरस्वती जी की, जय दास महतो वृंदावन धाम की, श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन, नंदोकम जल प्रसना की, नयन सरा पेन सरा मान सरा पवन सरा कुसुम सरा चंद्र सरा गोविंद कुंड मानस गंगा जी की, दान घाटी जी की, हरिदेव जी महाराज जी, गोपेश्वर महादेव, बुटीश्वर महादेव, चकलेश्वर महादेव, नंदेश्वर महादेव, कमेश्वर महादेव, ताऊजी महाराज, राधा गोविंद गौर नित्यानंद, रासस्थली वंशी वर्धिष्य भस्तन घाट काली अधो की सेवा कुंजवन निधु भंज की, राधा श्याम सुंदर, राधा रमन, राधा वल्लभ, राधा गुलानंद, राधा दामोदर लाल जी की, राधा रसिकला, राधा गोविंद, राधा मदन मोहन जी की, 84 के ब्रजमंडल जी की, श्रीमद भागवत जी महापुराण जी की, गौड़ी शंकर जी के, बिंदा देवी जी की पूजनीय उपस्थित वैष्णविंद की जय, जय श्री बृहद भागवतामृत जी की, श्रवण कीर्तन का भक्तविंद की जय, श्री रूपगोस्वामी श्री सनातन गोसाई पाद जी की जय, गौड़ी शंकर बिंदा देवी पूजनीय उपस्थित वैष्णविंद की जय, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, हरिनाम प्रभु की जय, अनंत गिरि वैष्णव बिंद की जय, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, हरिनाम प्रभु की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। वंदे गुरुपद्वंद्वं भक्तबिंदुसमन्वितं श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वंदे नित्यानन्दसहोदितं श्रीनन्दनन्दनं वंदे राधिका चरणोदयं गोपीजनसमायुक्तं बिन्दावनं मनोहरम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्किपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। वृन्दावै तुलसीदेव वै पिया वै केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिपदे देवी सत्त्ववत्त्वयि नमो नमः। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयो मुदीरयेत्। संकीर्तने कृष्ण कथोपदेशे गौरीयपात्रस्य प्रकाशने च सदानुरक्तो गुरुभक्तियुक्तो भक्तिप्रमोदाक्ष जगोद्वरुन् ध्येयं सदा परिभवग्नभविष्टदोहं तीर्थास्पदं शिवविरञ्चनुतं शरण्यं भीतात्युहं पुनतपाल्भवद्दिपूतं वन्दे महापुरुषते चरुणारविन्दं यत्पादपल्लवनखचन्दमनिच्छटाय विस्फुरिजित किमपि गोपवधू स्वदर्शि पूर्णानुरागरससागरसारमूर्तिः साराधिका मयि कदा कृपां करोसि। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तबिंद श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तबिंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। आजानुलम्बितभुजौ कनकाबदातो संकीर्तनैकपितरो कमलायताक्षो विशाम्बरौ द्विजवरौ जुगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणाभतारो। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमामि गंगे तव पादपङ्कजं सुरासुरैर्वन्दितो दिव्यरूपम् भुक्तिं च मुक्तिं च ददासि नित्यं भावानुरूपेण सदा नरानं। गङ्गातरङ्गरमणीयजटाकलापं गौरी निरन्तरविभूषिः त्वमभागम्। नारायणो प्रियमनङ्गमदापहारं वरानसीपुरपति भजवीशनाथं। वागीसजुष्वदने लक्ष्मीर्यस्य च वक्षसि यस्यास्ति हृदयसंवित् त्वं नृसिंहमहं भजे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Bhavapavarga brahmato yada bhavet janasya tarhi achyuta satsamagama satsangamo jarhi tadaiva sadagato paravareshe tai jayate ratihi. Bhavapavarga brahmato yada bhavet janasya tarhi achyuta satsamagama satsangama jarhi tadaiva sadagato paravaresha tvai jati ratihi. Gauriya Goshtipati, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta, Saraswati Goswami Jagat Prabhupada, Paramahamsa Jagadguru told, Bhagavan can give response to actual Nam Sankirtan very easily. Those who are the devotees of Bhagavan, Prabhupada speaking, those who are the dear devotees of Bhagavan, they are always calling Bhagavan by Nam Sankirtan. They are doing Nam Sankirtan because they are feeling separation from Him. That's why they are doing Sankirtan with Vipralamba Bhava. Those who are the dear devotees of Bhagavan, always doing Nam Sankirtan, and they are always doing Nam Sankirtan for the complete satisfaction of Bhagavan. They are doing Nam Sankirtan only for the satisfaction of Bhagavan, to serve Him, not to get something out of that, not to get anything out of that. Simply they are doing, not to satisfy any material desire, nothing. They are doing Sankirtan, that's why. You can remember, I was discussing that Krishnasya nanavido kirtaneshu tannama sankirtanameva muksham. Rupa Goswami told, Krishnasya nanavido kirtaneshu, Sri Krishnasya nanavido kirtaneshu tannama sankirtanameva muksham. Why? Because by Nam Sankirtan you can get prema, develop prema. It is written. I can discuss on details someday, no problem. Actually, somebody asking to Prabhupada, how we can realize our actual Sarup, how we can get the identity of our, eternal Sarup. Prabhupada speaking, if we cannot believe that we have one real body, this body, we have taken a land, taken from Prakriti. So anyway, you have to give it return, land only, money lending, like this. If we cannot believe that we have one eternal body, Nitya Sarir, this kind of memory, this kind of conception, this kind of belief, if not coming, then Abhisruti can persist in our heart. And if Abhisruti going to persist, then Abhisruti Krishna Padara Vindyor, Visruti, we can forget. Abhisruti meaning not to forget. And we know Abhisruti Krishna Padara Vindhyar Khinoti Avadra Chasang Tanoti Satasya Suddhim Paramartha Bhaktim Jnanam Cha Vijnana Viraga Yuktam. Apasruti means not to remember. If we, this kind of, faith not coming inside us, we cannot believe that we have our eternal body. Up to that point, we can forget Bhagavan, we cannot remember Apasruti. And attachment to our material body cannot go away. Because in our material body we can think I am this material body. Jarade Atma Buddhi. You can think this body, I am this body. But we should remember, Adakshaja Vastu is beyond any limit of our conception, thinking power. It is, beyond our perception power. Is beyond. Adakshaja Vastu. Adhak, Jiva Goswami was writing, Adhak Krito Akhaja Jnanam Tatha Indriya Jnanam Jeno iti Adakshajam. Adakshajam is who is always staying there in transcendental realm, not going to lose his position. No, never going to lose his position. And Adhakrita Akhaja Jnanam, our material effort by the application of our all sense organ, material mind, material brain, everything, who is going to kick out, and going to stay in his, in eternal position always. Adhakrita Akhaja Jnanam Tatha Indriya Jnanam. All material conception, material experience, all our sense organ, all failure to understand that absolute truth. Yato vacho nivartanti aprappa manosasaho. Get a feedback and come back. All our efforts, and sensual efforts, mental efforts, everything can come. That is called Adakshaja. And Akshajam means material things, what you can see, what you can feel, what you can understand, all material things. But Bhagavan is beyond this limit, our inconceivable. His name is Rishikesh. We will have to apply our sense organ under the guidance of Guru Vaishnava to serve Bhagavan. In the beginning, maybe material sense organ there, so we can try, but ultimately when Shuddha Krishna Ras, Krishna Ras can grasp our heart totally, Krishna Bhakti Sudha Panat, Deho Daihika Visrite, Tesam Panchabhotik Dehopi Sachidananda Rupada. When Krishna Rasa, Krishna Katha, Krishna Kirtan, Krishna topics can take over all my heart. There is no position. Krishna Bhakti Rasapana, Sudhapana. When we can forget about a material body, and anything relating to this material body, when we can forget our possession, anything we can forget, we cannot remember, that means you are now in absorbing condition. That means you are now in absorbing condition. Absorbing condition of, bhajan. So you can take the taste of Harinam, you can take the taste of HariKatha, everything you can get. So, Papa speaking, only and only by the kripa of Sadgurudev, only and only by the kripa of Sadgurudev, Paramahansa Gurudev, we can get back our Sachidananda Sarup. We can get back in the sense it is eternally there. We'll have to discover. That's why. You have to discover. So Sachidananda Sarup, we can get Sachidananda Sarup. By the mercy of Paramahansa Sadgurudev, Mahabhagavat, we can get, by the kripa, we can get Sachidananda Sarup, we can get back. By the help of Atma, it is possible to serve Paramatma. If not of same category, how? A matter can never receive Bhagavan. Matter cannot worship Bhagavan. Not possible. How possible? So, when our consciousness level can go to high level, extreme level, that means when we can discover our property of Atma, that's called bhakti. When we can discover our property, the only property of our, and eternal property of our Atma, bhakti, then and only then it is possible to serve Paramatma. Atma, Chinmay Atma can serve Paramatma. By real body, by transcendental body, we can serve Satchidananda Bhagavan Seva. By the application of Satchidananda, by the application of Vastav real body, we can worship Satchidananda Vigraha. It is possible to serve Satchidananda Vigraha Bhagavan Chidindriyodhara, by the application of Chinmay sense organ, Chinmay Indriya. It is possible to serve Rishikesh. It is not possible to serve Rishikesh by material sense organs. Those who are devoid of, Papa speaking, those who are devoid of Adhakshaja Seva, those who are devoid of Adhakshaja Seva, they are not actually men. Papa speaking, those who are totally devoid of Adhakshaja Seva, those who are totally devoid of Adhakshaja Seva, those who are totally devoid of Adhakshaja Seva, they are actually not human beings. They are just like a beast. They can be compared with a beast or more than a beast. Always and every time we will have to do satsanga. That is the main question now. Where is possible satsanga? Whereas Prabhupada speaking, continuously we will have to do satsanga. The moment we are going to get deviate from satsanga, from the track of Guru Padma, there is every possibility of our fall down. That's why Prabhupada speaking, always and every time, mentally, physically, anyway, all the time, we will have to do sadhu sangha. Without sadhu sangha, we cannot survive. Without sadhu sangha, we cannot do Harinam Sankirtan. Without sadhu sangha, we cannot do Harinam. Sadhu sange Krishna naam, ei matro chai, sangsar jiniti ar kono vastu nai. Sadhu sange Krishna naam. Krishna naam is possible only by the association of satsanga. So it's possible. Because a sadhu, suppose you are going to do some mental association of some pure sadhu, Parameswar Siddhar Goswami, they are always busy in Bhagavad Seva. Non-stop Bhagavad Seva. They are always busy. You cannot find even a fraction of second in their life. You cannot find even a fraction of second in their life which is meant for sensual gratification. So if we can get that kind of sadhu sangha, then this kind of seva mood can also come inside our heart. If we are going to do that kind of satsanga, sadhu sangha, then surely that kind of seva mood can touch my heart today or tomorrow. I can also think how to give satisfaction to Bhagavan. Then in that case I can develop a mood to search out the way by the help of which I can give total satisfaction to Bhagavan. By the association, because in Chaitanya Chaitamrita also it is also written that sadhu sangha can give everything. It is written, sadhu sangha, it is written, Krishna bhaktir janmamul hoy sadhu sangha. The root cause of developing Krishna Bhakti Janmamul Hoy Sadhu Sangha. And also after next line it is written, though Krishna Bhakti is Sadhu Sangha, but still after that, also to get Krishna Prema, also it is a very vital thing. Very vital thing. Bhakti we can get, and finally to develop Prema, also in eternal world also, eternal Jagat, also there is a question of Satsanga. Satsanga is our eternal Satsanga, not that it is a time-bound program. It is not a time-bound program. Satsanga we can get. If we are going to develop, false ego in this material body, if we are going to develop false ego, in our material body, then in that case, we cannot, if we cannot cut our material bondage, if we cannot cut our false ego in this body, mind and body related things, if we cannot cut our false ego, then how we can cut material false ego? Not possible. Bhakta is not busy with his... Bhakta is never busy with personal enjoyment, or Bhakta is never busy with detachment. How much? They are always only busy. How they are only busy? They are only trying to give full satisfaction to Bhagavan. Only this much. From Brihad Bhagavatamrita, we know that Gopakumar was searching the absolute truth. I like to remember, because due to bad internet, you all cannot continue. I am also feeling very sorry, I cannot explain properly. I am feeling very pain inside heart. Anyway, to remind you, I like to speak one or two lines. Actually, our Gopakumar, I already told how he got. I already told how he got one special mantra, very special mantra from one sadhu in Vrindavan at Kesighat. And after that, Gurudev is missing, he could not contact him anymore. So, his bhajan siksha, his teachings was not complete anyhow, because Gurudev is missing, he couldn't meet Gurudev anymore. So, he couldn't understand what is the mantra this sadhu giving, and what is the result, how to do bhajan, how to meditate. But anyway, he could realize by repeated meditation, by repeated judgment, he could understand this mantra is related to Jagadishvara. That I already told. Anyway, by the glories of his Gurudev, he never wanted to stop chanting this mantra, but very secretly, because people can ask, what mantra you are doing? He cannot give answer due to his incomplete diksha. He have no idea. No sadhu sangha, nothing, he have no idea. So now Gopakumar took decision to speak about all his past history to convince that disciple, that Brahman who is coming from Kamakya, because both of them, if we go through the life history of that Brahman who is coming from Guwahati and who is coming from Govardhan, this Gopakumar, their life and what is happening almost same. What all happened almost same. And also I would like to say, that Gopakumar, was not an ordinary man. Anyway, Gopakumar was not an ordinary man. And Gopakumar actually wanted to convince, because it is the duty of a disciple, convince me, to help him to establish, to help him to establish, to help him to get established in a Prakita Satta. So he wanted to speak all about his own life history. Anyway, after that I already told, he left his home, Gopakumar. Gopakumar left his home because the mantra was very powerful. In course of chanting that mantra, he could realize, in course of chanting that mantra, that mantra, Gopakumar could realize, gradually my heart is now pure. How? Because Gopakumar watching, there no kama, krodha, lobha, moha, nothing going to disturb me. That's why Gopakumar could realize that mantra is not ordinary mantra, very special. He gradually developed a strong faith in mantra, respect in mantra. So he went on doing, chanting that mantra. By the power of mantra, he was developing some realization. And finally he took decision to leave home. Finally, Gopakumar took decision to leave home. He was a resident of Govardhan, Vrindavan. He left home, and in course of it traveling, he reached one place at the bank of Ganga, maybe Allahabad or some place is not written. So there actually, he heard some man blowing on Sankha, and he met that man. I am going to cut short. And that man, he is asking to that man, Brahman, what you are worshipping? He told, it is Jagadishwar. Then Gopakumar was stunned. Well, I was searching for Jagadishwar. This is Jagadishwar. Yes. After that, I like to jump. After hearing some Shankha, Shankha Dhvani, a bell, a sound of bell, sound of, kartal, sound of, this way, he was very interested to know where from this kind of sound coming. People informed him. He got information. He got information from local people. He got information from local people that it is one temple of Jagadishwar. It is the sound of Archan. It is the sound of Arati. So he took decision to go quickly to that temple. He took decision to go to that temple immediately to take darshan of Jagadish. And he was very happy to take darshan of Jagadish, I already told. He was very much interested to see his very body color like a dark cloud, new cloud, forehand, Sankha Chakra Gada Padma, eyes lotus flower, a very smiling face, very sweet smiling face. He was, captivated by watching that Vigraha, and he was very captivated to watch this kind of Vigraha. He started watching Arati, everything, and by the association of that Brahman Vaishnavas there in the temple, he took, by the association he could realize, he could understand the utility of this Archan, why they are doing Archan, who is he, what is the final result, he came to know. And they also allowed him his prasadam. He was very happy to take prasadam, and for some days, even, for some days, he stayed there for some days. He started staying there with all those devotees of Bhagavan, and they they allowed him to take prasadam and stay. They allowed him to stay there, and in course of time he could know that the temple is run. In course of time, that Gopakumar could realize, Gopakumar could know that one king, very nice king, Vaishnav king, he is going to run this temple. Under his control, under his judgment, the temple running. So finally, he could meet with the king also, and the king also was very happy. The king was very happy to see this Gopakumar, because anyway, he was a very sober-looking, sober personality, very soft personality. And the king could realize that anyway, that boy, Gopakumar, is coming from outside. He is not local people. And by watching his soft behavior, very sober personality, by watching, the king was very happy, and the king was very happy, and finally what happens? His happiness, his love, the love, king was very much happy with this Gopakumar, and this kind of tremendous love for Gopakumar, tremendous belief in Gopakumar, finally going to lead him to accept him as his own son. Because the king, he had no issue, no daughter, no son, nothing. So he was very much captivated by the behavior of this, Gopakumar. See, he wanted to accept Gopakumar as his own son, adopted son. He was very happy because nice looking, soft personality, very nice behavior. So king wanted to accept him as his adopted son. And anyhow, Gopakumar was also ready, because Gopakumar thought, anyway, I am not going to leave this temple. After long searching, I am going to get the clue, and finally I am going to reach Jagadish. So I am not going to leave this temple. So when king wanted to accept that Gopakumar as adopted son, he was anyway ready. But finally, after some time, due to age or due to some reason, the king was bound to leave his body. King was bound to leave his body. Anyway, that was what to do. And after leaving body, and Gopakumar was the only son of that king, adopted son. So anyway, he was in charge of that kingdom. He got the kingship. But Gopakumar all along been is a very nice, full detachment there, loveful mood. So when Gopakumar was bound to take charge of that kingship, when he became king, he was governing nicely, but anyway he was not happy. He was not happy because this kind of material attachment was not there inside his heart. This kind of material attachment was not there inside his heart, so he was not happy. Anyway, not so bad, not so good. Anyway, he started running that temple. He started running that temple with most enthusiastic attitude, even more gorgeous way than the previous king. Then the previous king, he wanted to run the seva in a very gorgeous way, very, very nice way, even more gorgeous way than the previous king. And he arranged prasad distribution. He started for those visitor sadhus. So he went on distributing prasadam among visitor sadhus, he went on distributing prasadam, Jagadishvara prasadam, Jagannath prasadam among visitor sadhus. At the same time, he was very much interested to take prasadam. He went on taking prasadam this way. But one thing is very important. He had no attachment. That's why he was very plain-hearted, simple-hearted, not material man. So gradually he is feeling disgusted. So gradually he started feeling disgusted with this material responsibility. Because anyway, when there is money, position, everything, then the opponent party can put pressure on you. It's quite natural. One example I can speak from Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavan Sri Krishna speaking to Uddhav. One day, one very small bird, that bird somehow got one piece of flesh, that bird, small bird, and the small bird took that piece of flesh and wanted to go to a very solitary place to enjoy eating. In the meantime, some other birds and very, very dangerous birds, like vulture, they started, chasing. The small bird was very much afraid. Small bird thinking, what's the reason? I am not enemy. What I have, so why they are going to attack me? Finally, that Kurori Pakshi, the name of the bird is in Sanskrit Kurori. That Kurori Pakshi, that bird, Kurori bird, finally, out of nervousness, that Kurori bird, out of nervousness, Kurori bird, out of nervousness, Kurori bird left that piece of flesh. Kurori bird, out of nervousness, left that piece of flesh. So the flesh going to fall down from brick, mouth. And all other birds, so dangerous birds, are running behind that piece of flesh. Then that Kurori bird could realize, the reason is that piece of flesh. I am not the target. This piece of flesh is responsible, so I am now saved. So better I am going to make free. Better I am successful to get free of this kind of problem, because they wanted to kill me. It is only the piece of their flesh. Bhagavan Sri Krishna speaking to Uddhav, material affluences, even if you are going to get beautiful wife, and for this beautiful wife, I can give you so many examples. Only and only for this reason. Only and only for this reason that you have beautiful wife. Only and only for this reason that you have beautiful wife, and your life become disgusted. Follow what I say. Only and only for this reason that you are beautiful girl. I can give another example. Another example I can give. So only and only reason that you have beautiful wife. For this reason, your life become disgusted. I can give one example. From Nepal, there was one girl, very, very beautiful girl. Even you cannot compare this girl with any queen. So nice looking. Her name was Amrapali. Finally, when she grew up, Finally, when she grew up, then the situation is very, very dangerous. Because everybody like to get the association, of Amrapali, but it is not possible. Everybody like to get the association of Amrapali from different countries, even big kings, they are in the guise of ordinary man. They are coming to get the association of Amrapali, but it is not possible. One man can marry this, Amrapali. Not thousands of men can marry Amrapali. Finally, the situation was so dangerous that the government, the king of that Nepal, took decision to declare her as a national pros, so that everybody can go to her. Now you understand? For one girl, only for one girl, 5 friends fighting, they kill each other. There is the situation. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna giving this example to Amrapali, Bhagavan Sri Krishna giving example to Uddhav. Uddhav, see, if you have appliances, position, rank, so many things, that it is really is very dangerous, because everybody can attack you. If I am not in a position, very humble, then nobody can attack. But still sometime happening, but is a usual case. Prabhupada speaking. A elevated devotee, a elevated man, a renounced personality become an object of attack, a public. Naturally, there are people expressing jealousy, everything. So, though Gopakumar was Gopakumar got the scope to become a king, but still he was not happy, because all relatives of king, wife, and all other people, ministers, maybe prime ministers or other finance, they all like to make problem with him. And he is very plain-hearted. Gopakumar has no idea, no complicacy. He was feeling disgusted what to do. Finally, he wanted to distribute all the country property among ministers and relatives, everything, to get free of that. I can give this example with Jamunacharya. Jamunacharya is the Param Guru of Ramanujacharya. Though Ramanujacharya was supposed to take Diksha from Ramanujacharya wanted to get Diksha from Jamunacharya, but when he was running to meet with Jamunacharya, in the midway he got information that Jamunacharya is no more there in the material world. Jamunacharya left body. So, I wanted to speak the vital point that Jamunacharya was also an ordinary man. Man means sadhu, very nice. Finally, there is a long history, I don't like to speak. Jamunacharya was invited by the king of Madurai. One there was one assembly in which he was invited, and there was one big Pandit of king. On behalf of king, there was a big Pandit, and they invite this Jamunacharya to fight, Shastra Vichar. Jamunacharya was invited. Jamunacharya was bound to go there. Finally, by this kind of scriptural discussion, Jamunacharya was successful. So there was one condition between king and queen. Queen speaking, this small boy, Jamun can come out successful. And queen speaking, no. And king speaking, no. Queen speaking that Jamunacharya, the small boy, can come out successful. And the king speaking, no, Raj Pandit. Queen speaking, Jamunacharya can come out successful. And king speaking, no, Raj Pandit can come out, say, let us make one bet, challenge. After that, what you do? But if queen speaking, if I am defeated, I can act as a maid servant. Follow? And if you are going to get defeated, I mean, in that case, you will have to give the half portion of your country. Kingdom. Follow? Country. So Jamunacharya was successful. So naturally, Jamunacharya was king of that half portion of the land, I mean portion of the country. This way, Jamunacharya was never a material man. But anyway, it is the arrangement of Bhagavan. He was very poor, but according to the arrangement of Bhagavan, Jamunacharya was successful to defeat that Raj Pandit, and he was successful to get the half portion of the total country. So Jamunacharya became king. Follow. This was a similar case. Our Gopakumar never wanted to become king. In fact, he wanted to leave his home to get the clue of this Jagadishwar. So naturally he is very plain-hearted. And he cannot forget all his past experience playing inside Vrindavan, and with Gomata as a coward boys, Gopakumar used to play here and there. As a coward boys, Gopakumar was habituated to play here and there, inside Jamuna, Kesighat, here, there. Gopakumar cannot forget his past life. Gopakumar was very much interested. He couldn't forget his past life. Playing, he was a coward boy, he used to play with cows, he used to go at the bank of Jamuna, Kesighat, here, there. He cannot, anyway, he is here. Anyway, he is now here as a king, but he cannot forget his past. Attraction is always there for Vrindavan. Anyway, so I like to remind you, after that there was problem increasing. So Gopakumar took decision to distribute properties among. After that, he thought he can get free. Well, a little bit free, but still there was problem. Because, different kind of sadhus coming. I like to remind you, different kind of sadhu coming, and in the temple, they are taking prasadam. Some of them become angry by watching prasadam out of temple. Some people going to touch this prasadam. So, this kind of flying sadhu, those who are coming and going. Some of them become very angry, So, he was feeling disturbance. He was thinking, it is the prasadam of Jagadishwar. Prasadam is non-different from Jagadishwar. Gopakumar thinking, prasadam is non-different from Jagadishwar. Prasad is also Chinmay, prasad means Kipa. So why they are going to think that way, that people touching, some coming out of temple is not contaminated already. This way, Gopakumar day by day started developing anxiety and dissatisfaction. Gopakumar thinking, I am going to distribute prasadam among sadhus, and why they are going to think that way? Suppose some Brahman, going to take prasadam from inside temple, somebody going to take some prasadam from there, rest, they think it is contaminated. So, I was in a very critical position, because how possible the prasadam of Jagadishwar can be contaminated? So, Gopakumar was very much dissatisfied day by day. Day by day, Gopakumar developing dissatisfaction. Day by day, Gopakumar developing dissatisfaction. Day by day, Gopakumar developing dissatisfaction and anxiety because of the behavior of some sadhus like the Sajjan. They are going to speak, no, we cannot take this prasadam because this man touching this prasadam plate. So, I was very sorry. I was very sorry. How possible? Because prasadam is non-different from, prasadam is anyway non-different from Jagadishwar. And also, Gopakumar heard news from different devotees that in Jagannath Puri, prasadam, even dog going to touch, still that prasadam is, you can honor with full glories. Yes, So, because there Lakshmi Devi cooking for Jagannath, Jagadishwarin, for the same. So purity of Mahaprasadam can never be, never be destroyed. Purity is purity. So Mahaprasad can purify anybody. Mahaprasad can purify. Mahaprasad can purify even a dog. Apavitra vastu ka pavitra kare. A chinmaya, how it is possible that prasadam can purify me? Prasadam can purify a dog. Prasadam can purify anybody. But by the touch of that prasadam, how it is possible that the place is contaminated, that man is contaminated, somebody cannot take prasadam with this idea that prasadam is contaminated? So Gopakumar was very, very, very upset by thinking and what to do. Prasad, this kind of contradiction, this kind of contradiction going on. Public opinion, different kind of opinion of different Brahman, Vaishnava, public, different kind of opinion. And this kind of different kind of dangerous opinion going to hurt me by one bullet, shell. When I am hearing this kind of opinion from different people passing different kind of opinion about prasadam, as if I was feeling somebody going to shoot at me. So this way I was developing detachment. I thought I should not stay here any long because this kind of thing I never expect. I was never expecting this kind of thing. So I developed detachment. I was thinking myself that, oh my God, after so long search and waiting, finally I am going to meet with Jagadishwar. How I can leave this place? I was thinking. I could not leave that place. I was feeling pain inside heart. After long, waiting, finally I am going to meet with Jagadish. And now this kind of situation, cannot permit me to stay here because I am developing detachment, nirved, what you do. But anyway, even after this kind of calculation, I could not leave that place suddenly. I started saying anyway, Mamo Sallena, Marmo Sallena, Marmo means heart. Shallo means actually, at that time there was no bullet, but it is one kind of meaning is like that. Shallo, shell. Shell, Bengali, English shell also, shallo, shell. Like bullet, like this. So, Marmo Shalleno Chaiteno Nirvedo Mamo Mahan Abhud Neshe Didikshitam Sakshat Praptam Taktumcha Tatprabhum. I could not suddenly leave that place because by that time I was feeling, attraction for Bhagavan, Jagadishwar. So, but still, this kind of remark, this kind of vichar, as if one kind of bullet, they are throwing, they are, shooting at me. I was thinking. Etasmin eva samaye, at that time, when this kind of condition going on in my life, when this kind of condition going on in my life, at that time, etasmin eva samaye, at that time, tatro dakshin deshataha samagatoir sadhu varir kathitam tirthikoi rhythm. At that time, some sadhu in course of their pilgrimage, they are coming from South India. At that time, from South India, some group of sadhu coming in course of their pilgrimage, they are reaching at that place, and they are speaking to me. Etasmin samaye tatru dakshin deshataha samagatoir sadhu varir kathitam tvair tirth kathitam tvaitikoir rhythm. What is speaking? Etasmin eva samaye tatro dakshin deshataha Shamagatoi sadhu varair kathitam tvaiti kwai ridam. They started speaking to me. But they started speaking that Gopakumar speaking, because Gopakumar speaking, Gopakumar giving information to us, because they are coming from south, They are speaking to me, Gopakumar speaking to that Mathur Brahman, who is coming from Guwahati, and in the meantime you should not lose if you lose your link, then you cannot understand. Actually, Gopakumar going to narrate all the case, all the history of his life in front of that Tvaitik Brahman, Mathur Brahman. And here in between, here, when Gopakumar was already there thinking how to leave this place, whereas I love Jagadish, after long searching, I get in touch with Jagadish's temple, how I can go away. But the different kind of remarks about Mahaprasadam is painful for Gopakumar. In the meantime, some South Indian devotees, they are sadhus, they are coming, in course of their pilgrimage, they are coming in front of that temple, and by chance they are going to speak in front of Gopakumar. Daru Brahmo Jagannatho Bhagavan Purushottame Khetre Nilachale Khararno Batire Birajate. Gopakumar speaking that those pilgrimage, the sadhus from South India speaking to me, Daru Brahma Jagannatha Bhagavan Purushottame. Daru Brahma, Jagannath, Daru Brahma, you already know the meaning of Daru Brahma. So Daru Brahma is wooden, Daru Brahma. Jagannath is there in Purushottam Dham, at the bank of, Lavan Samudra, Kharar Nava Tire Virajate. Because there is a different kind of Samudra. This description already given in Bhagavatam. Khir Sagar, Lavan Sagar, Madhu Sagar, Dodi Sagar, Vivinno, different kind of name of different ocean. This ocean name is Lavan Sagar, salt Tamkitto. Daru Brahma Jagannath Virajito. There is Daru Brahma Jagannath Parasparakriswar Jagadishwar there. They are discussing, they are speaking. Those pilgrims speaking that Daru Brahma Jagannath Bhagavan Purushottame Khetre Nilachale Kharar Navotire Virajate. After that they are speaking. He is full of appearances. Maha Vibhuti Mano Mahavibhuti Mano Rajyo Utkalam Palayano Swayam. That Jagadishwar, there, in his temple with full appliances, Mahavibhuti, big Vibhuti. And as if by the influence, as if by the influence of Jagannath, whole country Utkal running smoothly. Bhagavan going to control the whole country by his influence. Not that Jagannath directly going to take the kingship. But anyway, Mahavibhuti, Jagannath is, there. Jagannath is there in the temple, and Jagannath is there in the temple, Jagadishwar, Jagannath, and by the influence of Jagannath, as if by the influence of Jagannath, whole Utkal country, moving, running smoothly. By the influence of Jagannath, you can remember all the economy of Urisha, Puri, almost depend upon Jagannath, relating to Jagannath, all, everything, by the influence of Jagannath, everything going, all economy, all, everything going on, all different pilgrimage, Parjatan, they are, this way. Maha Vibhuti Mano Rajyo Motkalam Palayan Swayam. With full Vibhuti appliances, Jagannath is there, and as if Jagannath going to run the whole Utkal country, Utkal Desh, very smoothly. Vyanjayan Nijam Ahatyam Shada Sevakavatsalaha, and going to express his own glories. Jagannath going to express his own glories by the help of devotees. Is that Bhaktavatsal? Bhagavan is very much, loveful for devotees. Bhaktavatsal Bhagavan, and going to express his own glories. So to express his own glories, Jagannath anyway, to express his own glories, going to give full kippa to Sevak. And people from outside, they can come to know about the glories of Jagannath, how Jagannath going to take care of his, bhaktas. Jagannath, Maha Vibhuti Mano Rajyam Utkalam Palayan Swayam Banjayan Nijo Mahatyam Shada Sevakavatsalaha. Bhagavan going to give full kippa to his devotees, those are serving, and to express his own glory, he is going to express himself. Tasyanam pachitam lakshma swayam bhutva dayaluna. And there, those sadhus, a group of pilgrimage, those sadhus, they are speaking that Jagannath going to take prasadam, Jagannath going to take bhoga, and Lakshmi Devi going to cook. Lakshmi Devi going to cook there, and Jagannath going to take all prasadam, and after taking prasadam, Jagannath taking bhoga, after giving prasadam to devotees, and the devotees they are durlabh. It is rare prasad, it is rare for Brahma, Shankar, all is very rare. Tasyanam pachitam lakshma swayam bhutva dayaluna datyam teno sabhaktibhyo labhati devadurlabam. And that Jagannath Prasad is available there, because Jagannath, after taking bhoga, giving prasadam to all devotees. And the glories of Mahaprasadam you cannot even think. Mahaprasad sangyancha tat prishtham jeno kenochit yatro kutra piba nitam Avicharena bhujyate. They are speaking. In Jagannath Khetra, their Mahaprasadam is so great, that anywhere, any man touching, anywhere taken, anytime, he can take, without any doubt. I can speak the case of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. You can remember from Chaitanya Charitamrita, you can find. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in the morning chant, just going to get up, Hare Krishna, getting up. Krishna Krishna boli, Bhatto jagilo. It is written, by speaking Krishna Krishna Krishna, Bhatto going to break his sleep. In the meantime, Mahaprabhu already coming from Jagannath Mandir, and while going to meet with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, going to hand over some prasadam to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is a great Pandit, having all scriptural knowledge, everything. You know, he has strict rules and regulation. But still, there are strict rules and regulation. But still, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, when Mahaprabhu wanted to give prasadam in the hand of Sarvabhauma, even not taken bath, not, brushing, everything, nothing done. Only just get up. When Mahaprabhu giving prasadam in his hand, without any doubt, without any suspicion, he took that prasadam immediately. And Mahaprabhu started dancing. Mahaprabhu was speaking, today I am going to conquer the heaven. Because Sarvabhauma now believe in Mahaprasadam. Anytime, anywhere, any days, anywhere, touched by anybody, Jagannath Prasadam never become contaminated. It's Vaikuntha Vastu. But one thing very important, in Ekadashi day, if somebody giving, surely you cannot take, because you will have to keep with full honor. That, Mahaprabhu already shown us. Somebody giving prasadam Ekadashi day, Mahaprabhu speaking, full honor and respect, Mahaprabhu touching, paying pranam to Mahaprasadam, and asking his sevak, Govinda, you can put this prasad aside, you can put this prasadam aside, and tomorrow we can do paran. Follow this way. So, those running devotees or pilgrimage, when they are coming from south, they get visit of Jagannath also, they are going to pass this kind of remark, Tasyanam pachitam lakshma swayam bhutva dayaluna datyam teno sabhaktebhyo bhaktebhyo. Bhagavan taking bhoga after giving prasadam to his devotees, dattam teno sabhaktebhyo labhate devadurlabhai. Even Brahma, Shankar, they like to get this kind of prasadam. Every day. Brahma, Shankar, every day coming to take Mahaprasadam. One day, Guru Maharaj writing, in his Guru, I found it in Guru Maharaj writing. In a Purushottam Khetra, Guru Maharaj speaking one day in Ananda Bajar. Ananda Bajar mean? You know Ananda Bajar? Ananda Bajar mean? It is the market of prasadam, inside temple. In Ananda Bajar is the market of prasadam, Mahaprasadam. Guru Maharaj writing one day, it looks like very important personality. He is coming and going to take prasadam from Panda. One Panda selling prasadam is taking all different kind of prasadam, all different kind of very, very heavily. All he took prasadam. After that, going to wash his hand and gone. And the Panda running to catch that man. Where that man is? Where that man? Gone without giving money. The Panda running him. Finally, he could catch that that man just near the bank of sea, at Sargodwar. That's why the name of the place is Sargodwar. How? When the panda chasing him, then that man moving around and giving answer. The panda chasing that man, why he is not giving payment for this prasadam? Finally going to run and run, going to reach, Sargodwar, and their panda was successful to catch him. Hey, we are not giving. Then that the man speaking, I have no money, I can give you this thing. He is giving some blessing to him. Something he give. Finally, that the man started moving overseas. That was Indra. Indra Maharaj came in human form to take prasadam and took all prasadam without paying money. I have no material money, so I can give you this. So that's why they placed the name of Sargodwar. Indra just went to his heaven. So Jagannath going to take this boga and going to give a prasadam to devotees, and it is really rare for all demigods. All Brahma, Sankha, they are daily coming to take Mahaprasadam. It's a must to take darshan of Bhagavan. Follow. But that Mahaprasad, the glorification of that Mahaprasad, we must learn from Jagannath Puri, Jagannath Dev Prasadam. Mahaprasad Sangancha Tat Prishtam Jena Kenachit Yatro Kutra Viva Nitam Avichare no Bhuyati. The name of that, Prabhu Uchishta, the name of this Uchishta of Jagannath is called Mahaprasad. No question of any contamination by touching anybody, even Chandal, even dog can touch, but still Jagannath Prasadam is so rare, so, so Chinmay. So, the Chinmay Prasadam is just Chinmay like Bhagavan. So, Prasadam can never become contaminated. Follow. Anywhere, any man, I have seen, very, very important man, very, like king. I have seen myself. One poor man taking prasadam inside, there, that a man coming without asking, taking some prasadam from the plate of that poor man and eating. I have seen. Oh my God, I am very happy. Oh, there is a glorification of Mahaprasadam. So Mahaprasadam is just equal to Bhagavan himself, Chinmay. Chinmay. Equal to mean Chinmay. Mahaprasad Chinmay, and the power is also there. Like Harinam, or, this way, no contamination. Mahaprabhu already told, whenever you can do. No question of, Chetodarpanam Arjunam Bhava Mahadavagni Nivapanam Shekoir Vajandika Vidaran Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandan Buddhi Vardhanam Patipadam Purnamitva Svadanam Sarvatma Savanam Paramija Sri Krishna Sankitam. Nam Okari Bahuda Nijo Sarvasaktis Tattarpida Niyamita Smarneno Kalo Itadishita Vakiva Bhagavan Mahapi Duddaiva Middisham Mihajani Nanuraga. Regarding name, regarding name it is written, any time you can do. But regarding japa, when you do, you have to be careful. But Nam you can, Bhagavan Nam you can chant, you can, sing. There is no question of times, contamination of time, contamination of space, no question. You can, kala. And those devotees, those flying devotees, those flying devotees from South India, they are speaking more and more. They are speaking that the place glory, that the glory of that place is so much, Jagannath Puri, that even one ass going there in that Khetra, then with Dibba Chakshu, you can find that ass is Chaturbhuj. It is written, Khetra Mahima. Regarding Khetra Mahima, glorification of that Khetra, Purushottam Khetra, it is written that it is inconceivable. The glorification of that Khetra is beyond our, conception. Even one ass or Khacha, Gardab, going to enter that area of, Purushottam Khetra, with Chinmay, transcendental eyes, you can find the Chaturbhuj. It is also speak on those, those flying, devotees, sadhus, they are speaking about the glories of that place. If somebody going to enter the place, going to take darshan of Jagannath or enter the place, they need not take birth again. Also in, it is written, Vaman Puran, it is written that those who are going to watch Jagannath one time in their life, those who are going to, when they are going to watch Bhagavan in a chariot sitting, it is written, Ratha Rudo Vamanam Dishta Punar Janmam Navidvate. By watching Jagannath in the chariot, you need not take birth again. So these are all glorification, Gopakumar hearing, all hearing, Gopakumar hearing from them, Aho tat khetro mahatyam gardhavo yopi chaturbhujaha yatro pravesha matrena na kasyapi punarbhavaha. And they are going to glorify again. And Jagannath is laughing face, very nice looking. Prafullo pundarikakshe kasmin nevekshite jane phalam swad devam asrusham ascharjam purvam asrutam. Gopakumar speaking, Gopakumar going to hear from those flying sadhus from South India. Another very strange news, information Gopakumar got. What is that? That Prafullo Lochana, Prafullo means very happy, smiling, Jagannath, Prafullo Kamala Netro, Prafullo Kamala Netro, lotus-like, face of Jagannath, Kamala Netro, lotus-like eyes of Jagannath. Those who are going to take darshan of Jagannath, they become 100% benefited. Janma safal. They are going to get success. By watching. Prafullo pundarikakshe tasmin netre vekshite jane. What? Prafullo pundarikakshe tasmin nevekshite jane phalam swad evam asrusham ascharjam purvam asrutam. Never before I heard anything like this. After watching that, Jagannath is, lotus-like eyes. There's man, any jiva can get success. Very success, man. Kitokarjo. Janma safal. His life is successful. His life becomes successful. His life becomes successful, by watching Jagannath. Then after that, after hearing all this nice information about Jagannath Khetra, about Prasadam, I was very much interested. Tad-didikshabhi bhuto aham sarvam santyajyo tatkhane sankirtayan jagannatham odro desho disham srutaha. After hearing all these glories about that Purushottam Kshetra and our Jagannath, I was very much interested to take darshan. I couldn't stop myself. Irresistible pressure coming inside my heart. You go, you go. Who is speaking from heart? You go to take the darshan Jagannath with a desire, with a strong desire to take darshan of Jagannath. I was puzzled. I was just puzzled with a desire to see Jagannath. I was just puzzled. And immediately I left everything without informing anybody. I started doing Sankirtan and left for Orissa. I left for Orissa. I started moving towards Orissa. Taddidikshabhi bhuto aham sarvam santyajya tatkhane sankirtayan jagannatham odro desho disham srutaha. What speaking? Taddidikshabhi bhuto aham sarvam santyajya tatkhane sankirtayan jagannatham modro desho disham srutaha. I started moving towards Orissa. I started to take darshan of Jagannath. Within a short period of time, I could reach that place. Tat khetram achirat praptahas tatrotyano dandavad namana antapuram pravishto aham tesam koruna satam. Aha. Within short period of time, I was successful to reach Purushottam Kshetra. Somehow, by asking people, I went to, And after reaching that Purushottam Kshetra, I started paying dandavat. I started paying dandavat to everybody. Because from Shastra I heard from those sadhus, those who are entering into this Purushottam Kshetra, they with Dibba Chakshu, they can hear, they can see the Chaturbhuja. So why not? So I can pay them. So he started paying dandavat to all the people there. He started paying. And in course of paying dandavat, and by the mercy of sadhu, I got entry into that temple. Follow. In course of paying dandavat everything to outside people, after that finally, by the mercy of sadhu, Guru Vaishnava, I got entry into the temple. Tat khetram achirat praptahas tatrattano dandavadhanamana. Follow what I say. Tat khetram achirat praptaha statrottano dandavat namano antapuram pravishto aham tesam korunaya satam. So by the mercy of Sadhguru, I could get entry into temple. Well, I was very happy. This way what happened, from long distance, because there was congestion, so much people coming there in the temple, there is jostling. I cannot get entry, so much, crowded. So, Duradadarshi Purushottamo Bhakta Chandra Bhrajat Pishal Nayano Mani Pundra Bhalaha Snigdo Bhru Kanti Aruna Dharo Diptiram Ashesha Prasad Vikashat Smito Chandrikadya. From long distance, inside temple, I went into the temple. From long distance, I was successful to see the lotus mouth of Jagannath. Sri Jagannath ki jai ho. I was successful. I saw that the very nice, big, eyes, big eyes like lotus eyes. And in forehead there is tilak, Manimai tilak. And the color of the body is just like a new cloud, black cloud. New black cloud. Our face is very, very beautiful, Ramanya. By giving darshan, as if by giving darshan, Jagannath want to express his kripa to everybody. Duradadarsi Purushottamo Bhakta Chandro Vrajat Vishal Nayano Mani Pundra Bhalaha Snigdha Bhrukanti Aruna Dharu Diptirammo Asesha Prasado Vikashat Smita Chandrikadyaha. I was very happy. Aha. It's called Jagadish Jagannath. Aha. I wanted to reach the proximity of Jagannath. But how possible? So much congestion. I wanted to reach the proximity of Jagannath. But I was not successful. There are so much people, they are crowded. So, I was unable to reach. I was feeling my heart break down. I was feeling as if my heart break down because of the separation. I like to reach and embrace Jagannath, but I couldn't do. Who can allow me? Chitta, my heart going to get overpowered by the darshan of Jagannath, and due to that, I was feeling prema. My whole body started, trembling, shaking. I couldn't move anymore. By watching Jagannath, I developed this kind of, reaction inside my heart, and all of prema developed, a flood of prema, and whole body was shaking. And I wanted to reach further, but I couldn't go. I was bound to stop. And whole body here, standing on his head, tips, hand. I was unable like a paralytic person. I was just unable like a paralytic person. I couldn't move further. And tears started rolling down my cheeks. And when tears rolling down my cheeks, when I want to see Jagannath, I cannot see, because tears is one kind of impediment. My tears there in my eyes, so I couldn't see Jagannath properly. That was the big problem. By somehow I was successful to reach the spot of Garur Bhagavan, Garur Kalam. There is one pillar on which Garur Bhagavan, looking at Jagannath thing. So devotees, first of all, they must pay dandavat to Garur Bhagavan because he is a devotee. It was the usual practice of Jagannath. It was the usual practice of Jagannath to take darshan of Jagannath from the backside of Garur Maharaj. Still today, we can get some symptom, impression of leg and hand, and tears, tears used to roll down the cheeks of Mahaprabhu. There was one cavity where that place is still there. So, whenever we enter in the temple, we give honor to the spot and the place, and by staying there, we like to see Jagannath. It is the rules. If somebody like to reach Jagannath, they are paying 100 rupees, 50 rupees, 200 rupees to reach Jagannath. What they can do? They are going, they are paying payment. No, you allow me. As if, what they can do? Is Jagannath, Jagadishwar. What we cannot see, what we cannot feel, how we can touch. Like the case of Ravan. Ravan wanted to abduct Sita Devi. Ravan wanted to abduct Sita Devi, na? Ravan wanted to abduct Sita Devi, but foolish Ravan cannot understand it is impossible to touch Sita Devi. Because Sita Devi is not an ordinary woman, so that he can catch Sita Devi and abduct. A foolish. In place of Sita Devi, he was successful to abduct shadow Sita. So how we can touch Jagannath? It is possible for us to touch Jagannath. We cannot see Jagannath. If we can see Jagannath properly, under the guidance of Mahaprabhu, then why we are going to watch there is no hand, no leg, nothing? Useless. Why we are not going to see like Mahaprabhu? Mahaprabhu watching, what? Watching Radha Lingita Vigraha. Mahaprabhu watching, Radharani is left side, going to embrace Radharani and smiling. But whereas we are going to watch, no hand, no leg, and eyes is round, what is this? Absurd. So, surely our darshan power is not there. We will have to do bhajan perfect. We have to do bhajan perfectly under the guidance of those great elevated devotees. Guru Padma, Guru Vaishnava like Prabhupada Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Someday we can develop that kind of darshan power, and then we can see that Jagannath is not useless. Prabhupada speaking, Jagannath wanted to prove. Jagannath wanted to prove that I have no hand, no leg, what I can give. Better you can go anywhere. Don't come to me. So, Jagannath wanted to cheat people. Jagannath wanted to cheat those foolish people. Those who believe that Jagannath don't have hand and leg like our Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya started fighting with Mahaprabhu. No hand, no leg. Mahaprabhu, well, apani padam is okay. No hand, no leg. Mahaprabhu to go, well, no hand, no leg. But that doesn't mean aprakito hand and leg is not there. Yes. Apani padam javano grihita pashyatiya chakshu srinatiya karna. Mahaprabhu giving evidence, well, apani pada you are speaking, no hand, no leg. But after the second line, he is running and accepting, anything what devotee giving, and without eyes, watching everything. Without eyes, you can see no eyes, round eyes, but Jagannath can see everything. Pashyatya chakshu, srinatya karna. No hearing organ, but still Jagannath hearing everything what is happening all around this infinity world. Wherever what is happening, when, instant Jagannath can get information. Follow. Infinity world, material world, anywhere, anytime, any man doing anything, instant Jagannath can get information. No need of giving information to Jagannath. Jagannath can know itself. Anything. So, Jagannath is omnipresent, Jagannath is omniscient. So, how you can prove that Jagannath no hand, no hand? Prabhupada speaking, to cheat foolish people, that, what you can do? I have no hand, no leg. So you go to other place, I cannot give anything. But Jagannath is giving everything to anybody. Everything what Jagannath giving, everything Jagannath giving. Everything Jagannath giving, what not giving? What not giving? Everything Jagannath giving. Even if you think that Bole Baba, Shankar Bhagavan giving, that also approved by Jagannath. What Durga Ma giving something to you, that is also approved by Bhagavan. All approved by Jagannath, na? Otherwise, how they can get? Without the approval of Jagannath, nobody can give. In fact, Jagannath giving, na? Jagannath giving everything. So, you cannot think that way, that Jagannath has no hand, no legs, so cannot give anything. It's very painful. You cannot think that way. Papa speaking to cheat public, those were foolish people. Jagannath wanted to hide hand and leg, everything, but aprakita, transcendental hand, leg, eyes, everything there. Whereas I can show you in Brahma Sangita, it is written, Indriyani yasya shakalendriya vittimanti pashyanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. Who write? I write. I write, or Brahma already wrote in Brahma Sangita. What Brahma could realize practically, what Brahma saw, he is writing. Indriyani yasya shakalendriya vittimanti pashyanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. It is written. And Upanishad documents I can speak next week. I can speak so many Upanishad documents I can show you. So many Upanishad documents there. Bhagavan going to grant everything to everybody. Everybody. So how it is possible for us to pass this kind of bad remark that Jagannath having now? Dura dadarshi purushottamo bhakta chandro vrajad vishal nayano manihi pundrabhalaha snigdha kanti orunadharo dipti rammo ashesha prasad vikashat Smito Chandri Kadyaha. Gopakumar was very, very happy. Oh, as if is going to get all success in his life at a time. He couldn't go. I already told him, due to some reaction in the body, he started running towards Jagannath, but couldn't do. Tatragrato gantu manascha neshe premna hatu bepothu bhir niruddha romancha bhinno sru vilupta drishtihi stambham suparnasyo kathanchit apto. Mean very clear. Tatra agrato, to reach the proximity of Jagannath. Tatra grato gantu manas chaneshe. I was filled with some reaction. Premna hatu bepathu bhir niruddha romancho bhinno asru vilupta drishti stambhyam suparnasyo kathanchit aptaha. Somehow I could reach near the pillar of Garur Bhagavan. I could reach up to that point. Somehow. So there, Divyambaralankaro, Divyambaralankarano, Sragvavali, Divyambaralankarano, Divyambaralankarano, Sragavali, Divyambaralankarano, Sragavali, Vyaptam, Manolochano, Harsavardhanam, Singhasano Shopari, Lilaya Sthitam, Bhutva Mahabhogo Ganano, Manoharano. Jagannath sitting in a big, singhasan, and all aprakita, ornament, garland, divyambara, all cloth also, divyambara alankarano sragavali, vyaptam manolochana harsavardhanam, singhasana shopari lilaya stitam, bhutva maha bhogu ganano manoharano. Gopakumar speaking, Jagannath sitting in the, very Ratnamaya Singhasan, and all decorated with nice ornament and, all, garland, all nice clothes. It looks very nice, charming, amazing, very nice. And at the same time, Jagannath sitting in the Singhasan, and from there, hundreds of, pots of prasadam, hundreds of, many, one room is full of prasadam. They are cooking and putting, all Jagannath taking. How nice and smiling Jagannath, taking all prasadam, what they are, because Lakshmi Devi cooking there, and if somebody, some devotee going to look, he can get the full satisfaction. He can get the full satisfaction of eyes and mind. He can get full satisfaction of eyes and mind. Oh, so satisfied. He is going to give satisfaction to all his viewers. Those who are darshan, they are coming. So, also in Gopi Gita, you can remember Gopi Gita and Venu Gita, you can find. It is a success of eyes. It is a success of eyes to get darshan of that Shyam Sundar. It is a success. Akshannatam phalamidam naparo vidam. You know? Akshannatam phalamidam naparo vidam. It's very good. It is the success of eyes. Really, it is the success of eyes to look at Shyam Sundar, Jagannath, his lotus feet. So, I was very happy by watching this. And all devotees, some of them dancing, singing, Gisparan, Bhagavan, Jagannath looking with smiling face, Jagannath looking with smiling face towards those devotees, those who are singing and dancing in front of him. This way. So, Jagannath, I could realize the great temple. I could realize by watching the great temple, the big arrangement of prasadam, thousands of people from different corners of the world coming to take darshan of Jagannath. Oh, very nice, I could realize the influence of Jagannath. I am, and great offenses, And finally, I couldn't resist. I couldn't stop myself. I went into faint condition. I couldn't stop myself. By remembering all the glories of Jagannath, I couldn't check myself. I went into faint condition. I lose my consciousness. I fall down on ground, in a way. So, what happens then? Bhajan pranama nitya stuti badya gito paranstu sapremo bilokayantam maha mahimnam pado vikshanam pada vikshamano apatam jagannatham maham vimuhyo. What speaking? Bhajan pranamo nitya stuti badya gito parangstu. Those who are dancing and singing, those by looking at those devotees, saw premo bilokayantam, Bhagavan looking at them. Pranamanitto stuti baddha gito parangstu sapremo bilokayantam mahamahimnam pado vikshamano apatam jagannath aham vimuhyam. By watching Jagannath and by realizing the glories of Jagannath repeatedly, I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't resist myself. I was taken into such a situation that, that automatically I went on in a faint condition. I fall down on ground. Anyway, after some time, when I got back my consciousness, by watching eyes, after some time, when I got back my consciousness, by opening my eyes, when I again look at Prabhu, Jagannath, I was, like tremendous pressure coming inside me. I couldn't stop myself. I wanted to run. I wanted to run in front of Jagannath to embrace him. Anyway, I can discuss the rest next week. Excuse me, due to internet problem, I am not feeling happy. Very big problem. Anyway, excuse me. So the sloka I started with, I can discuss now. What is that? Jagannath. Bhavap varga bhramato yada bhavit janasya tarhi achyuta satsamagama satsangama jarhi tadaiva sadgatu paravara ishe tvai jayate matihi. Bhavap varga bhamato yada bhavit janasya tarhi achyuto satsamagama satsangama jarhi tadaiva sadgatu paravara ishe tvai jayate ratihi. Vancha kalpatarusya kripa sindhu vaijapatidan pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namah.